Here we go. Second recording. Warm up the lips, warm up the lips, warm up the lips. Motion moving, motion moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open wide, whisper close. Open wide, whisper close. Open wide, and do what you're told. Early morning breakfast. Our first poem. Early morning breakfast. Newspapers, a plate, hot coffee, cookie stick burning, silverware, notes for scribbling, a smile and a pad. Those supplements to hold things down properly. Imagination. The morning scene is quiet in every direction you turn. Not a drip from the faucet, no smells from the garbage, no animals out and about hustling and shuffling. Only these things here, immediately on the tabletop. A brand new stack of napkins looking at me, a full stomach. The morning poem seated next to me, planning our fun. It's breakfast. This next poem was inspired just looking out of the window, like many of these poems are. Looking out through the yard, the front courtyard area, and just letting the imagination flow. This one is entitled Long Strolls, Looking for Positives. Long strolls looking for positives. Itchy palms, lingering around natural facts, heart beating in the wrong direction, left out there somewhere, mistake. Her voice enters, imaginary tunes of a far, far away moon, trails fading away deep behind yesterday. Time to blaze this place, clear some lines free, open up some directions that are different, roaming around, get found. This next poem was a spontaneous rant entitled Modern Times. I'm sure more than likely this one was inspired by the Black Keys, the rock band Modern Times. I'm pretty sure this is where it came from. Maybe not, I'm not 100% sure, but this poem is entitled Modern Times with a question mark. I'd say we're experiencing the most interesting times ever to have graced the modern times within our civilization. All of the heavenly joys that rules a modern hell. Seriously. And we're all guilty of it. Splashing and splurging in it. Severely guilty. You have no choice but to make do in it. Live through it. Balance your own self out within it. As best as you possibly can. Our tech age. Ain't that fantastic? Hell yeah. We are tech. A walking piece of nature. Here and now. Wielding other pieces of tech. It's so interesting and manipulated. Oh, how grand. You mean to tell me, with all of this tech, we can't or haven't proposed a better pathway into an even more tech-fueled future? Nah, forget about it. Update 2000 is here. Get yours today. Bow, dap and pound, hug, shake. Just not over here. Take 2. Multiple ideas for poems in one. That hard, fast, lingering ass meat that jiggles with peanut butter and jelly and jams spread evenly over sidewalks that never open or release or allow plants to breathe. Sunlight beats down on this classroom, learning the ways of fortress mastery. Defending the rain, power supply boxes spring out from every itchy opening, and Texas grabs me by the collar. A slick and sloppy kiss throws me down and spits. I love it. Running back to the bar, serving a group of 6, the lights go out. Forget to pay rent, the world shakes from the equator. For real? Space age, my man. Grab that helmet. You'll need it. Now, here we are, out here floating, breathing, working, designing things only meant to please the heavens. Am I really here? Look out! We're moonwalking here. Let me buy you a drink. Head over to the hole where nature has yet to naturally sprung anything. Flowers talk to me, asking for water, begging and pleading. Ants work so damn hard, giving my brethren a hard run for their hard-earned dollars. And I see familiar faces in the abyss looking at me, dream mode activated. I would kiss, but I have no lips. Do you accept tips? Of course we do. Symbols in foreign texts, crazy designs, only created from the upper room spaces from above. Okay, this next poem is inspired from several parties with the upper middle class. And it's quite a fascinating scene, and just picked and kind of took a little bit from a little bit of everywhere, put together this poem entitled House Party of the Wise, Wonderful, and Generation to Sophistication. House Party of the Wise, Wonderful, and Generation to Sophistication. The most expensive bottle of wine a writer could afford at this time. Enter inside this modest 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom abode. Remove my shoes to apply silk socks over flown-in hardwood floors. Greet the mother of the home. Hugs and applause. Praises to what she's done with the place. Ah, the king of this castle appears in my face. The firm handshake. Welcome, welcome. We enter through large views, open windows, friendly souls. The food! More bottles and trays and decorative bowls displayed freely. Large screen looping favorites. More faces, more faces, more faces. Hugs and the firm handshakes. We make hot acquaintances. Feed the writer. He's starving, ain't he? Drinks. Only soda this evening. He's driving. Back in Formula One shape. We dine. More faces. The scenes to the outside unwind. Open the ceiling wide. Touch the sky? Go ahead and try. Leaping forwards and losing my space. Fumble my plate, my ginger ale, napkins. Lost out here. All right, reel him in, reel him in. You okay, champ? Give him some air. Let him breathe. Make some room. Ah, what a rush. Ah, he's fine. Let's celebrate. Lights, action. Fantastic. This poem is entitled Cruising on a Quarter Tank of Creativity. And you wrap your soul within the belt seat. Clear the window of last night's moon night delight of sweat. Check yourself. A peek into the rear view. Side mirror wink. Wiggle the rump for maximum comfortability. Before driving, scan the radio recorder for the preloaded mix. Today, the V101.9 FM days of today's smooth R&B and classic soul. Whatever hugs the mind's gold. Squeeze the hoop jacket loved so dearly. Rub the temple for all things wonderful. Press brake firmly. Tuck her hardware downward into D. Release the brake. And away she rolls. Steering is easier when the tank is thirsty. She doesn't have a lot of weight in the rear to slosh and swirl in the corner upon exit. Those left turns are doozies. Easy, mellow, so chilled, and can be treacherous if not paying attention. Coast to coast adventures have surely held up, and well, but nothing beats that quarter tank life hack escape. Right turns in the 50s are smooth, not Cadillac quality, but all wheels turning deserve their applause. Just gliding so smooth, ignoring the center lines, she's damn near autonomous. I just sit there, humming and singing, doing my thing, 10 and 2. Ramp check, mirror left, right, and center. I see you. Signal on. We're here. A quick lube and fuel, so beneficial. This poem was a squeeze in last moment type of poem, read in the style of a slam poet contest entry contestant. This poem is entitled Screaming at the Bottom of My Heart. Songs just pour over you. There is nothing at all to do except let the moment flood you, scoop you up, carry you forwards, place you high in this 8-point turn operation. Not trying to block the world, just doing a little repositioning. It's random correction mending. This poem, The Last Thread of Socks and Underwear, was inspired from Jerry Seinfeld, the comedian. I don't remember his exact joke, but that's where all credit goes to. This poem is entitled The Last Thread of Socks and Underwear. Jerry is correct. The last thread of socks and undies have cried out for the last time, begging for the newest roster to be replaced and started, seeking retirement, asking for their pension plans to be played, dropped from the first string and placed into the Hall of Stains. Fond memories, at least since 2023, worn out crotch spaces fulfilling the maximum breeze. So thin in the in-betweens, it's like a first layer of skin. Socks slit at the heels, toes wearing smiles and perfectly wiggled dimples, elastic no longer sober. Pull them up as high as you wish. Their stand tall position around the calf bone fails the field sobriety reader. Sagging to the ankles, draped thick like 80s wear, packed on heavy, there is nothing else there. The request has been granted. New socks, new underpants. At one last round in the wash, they're out of here. All right, this poem is entitled Disposable Dollars. Having conversation with yourself while filling up the tank, and you get the urge to want to gamble a couple of bucks on a lottery ticket. This one is entitled Disposable Dollars. Every single time I pass a gas station, the angels and demons get to conversating. You know, I bet today is the day your scratch off will change your entire situation. You know, that may be true, but a lottery ticket surely can speed up that golden rule. Just 6 numbers. Are you feeling lucky? Back and forth. The destination to parking spot, to entering and exiting. The conversation walks in my shadows. Just a turn of the flimsy paper could miraculously shift your entire world. You're feeling lucky. It's right there. You purchase fuel, always peeking. Just a quick poke, a glance at the racks. Lady luck, multiply this buck. Do it, do it, do it, do it. I exit. Oh, you dummy. Scared money. You know, you can't win if you don't play. It's the same old stories, fueled by greedy adrenaline. It's always fun playing, but feels even better saving. Stagnant Posture. All of the excitement dropped so fast, off of a cliff. Monday midday time, alone, cartoons on silent, music on semi-full blast, decaf coffee, a fresh sketch pad, fiending for inklings. The old pad in the cut jealous, deterring focus and direction, roads going nowhere. Trying to do the best in the midst of paper pages, neglected by recitals, the wrong routines. We're not just human beings. We're this complex, weird, hyper-aggressive something that's put into a variety of classes, tasks, paper files, feelings, levels, and hierarchies. And here is little old me, just here, copying God of money, writing what I see, yearning for some God, seeking promised futures, watching my scene around me crumble, sadly, talking about it without saying a thing on it. This poem is dedicated to a YouTuber that was posting daily, and it's entitled An Ultra Hot, Fiery, and Boiling Happy Birthday. What does a broke writer do, say, Give to you on your special day, age unimportant. Just a faraway fan, the way of the world smiles upon you. Natural cosmic child, it would be this poem for you. Something new, nothing borrowed, no blues, just the reds, full of heat, fire, and boiling love of a happy birthday moment to you. Forever in this page, reminded again and again and again for all of eternity. And kingdom comes, and the music of the musicians has been performed. May the day you grace the planet this day forever know you walked, flew, traveled by train, and drove many adventures around it, letting your own freedom ring. Be safe in all that you do. Please, happy birthday to you. This next poem just hit me. It reminds me of the song. I can't remember the band name, but it's I gotta look it up now. Hey y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band, man. I can't remember who sung that song, but we're gonna look it up right now so we can have that fact. Rubber band. The Spinners! Oh my goodness, I can't believe I lost that. All right. This song was inspired by the Spinners' Rubber Band Man. It's entitled Strummer Man. Oh, now that I think about it, it could be a Ty Segall shout out as well. But anyway, this poem is entitled Strummer Man. He picks, he plucks, he plays the joys within his soul, dropping bars and chords covered in gold, intense. In the break of dawn, he's singing and playing along under the tempo of heart's song, steady on the beat, light sneakers, tapping, 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 head focused downward on the strings, following every finger, slipping, sliding, mashing, mashing. Make it up, remix it, record it, run it back, loop it, add some magic to it. He's got another one, and it's brilliant. This poem is entitled Take a Ride. Just wanted to drive. Shut off the commotion. Listen to the engine purr, roaring. Highway speeds. Controlled. Deliberate. Focus. Listening to the engine speak between her revolutions. A slit in the window, nothing on above. Just sweet, sweet wind and some 65-mile-an-hour breeze. Shifting gears and whatnot. Looking at the night sky follow me. Dash lines increase my functioning. Wide awake. Alert in the right lane. Cruising a little bit, but picking my spots wisely to let her loose. Wind her up a little bit. Just a bit. Fluctuating hands, jiggling with the acceleration of the needle. That vintage touch. Press on the pedals. Footsie-wootsy clutching, downshifting, enter the exit smoothly, let the rear slide a little bit for entertainment, parked her back in her spot perfectly. This poem is entitled Second Cup of Coffee, possibly inspired after drinking an enormous amount in the early morning hours. This is entitled Second Cup of Coffee. But it's the fourth pot of the day. It's so hard to calm down, remain controlled, keep it tamed, tame. Burst from the seams, pour it up, let it splash. When you cannot wait, it is needed now. Watch it. Falling. Another round on me. Keep up this energy. No sleep, no sleep, no sleep. The start of the tingles crawling over my skin, walking over me, hairs raising. Run it out, whatever works. Productive, complete. This next poem is entitled To My Little Hut in the Cut. I missed that little spot, that little recording studio. It's entitled Tales from the First Room Behind the Mirror. I missed the tiny hut, the spot where he taught me focus. Let adrenaline drive, but keep the wheels in the middle of the lines. I miss all of it. The way story unfolded into this paper city that nothing could enter or exit without authorized permission. Recklessly singing, shouting, drinking, smoking, drinking, eating and feasting. Projects constantly repeated and completed. Projects constantly repeated and completed. He threw the books at me. I caught it, read it, ate it, wrapped it back up in my own style and version. Repeated this process until lessons and quizzes and exams. My jukebox juke joint hero. I look up. I follow. Forever focus. Long-lasted memory. Even if pretended, our days are fantastic. This poem was inspired from a commercial I seen of a local establishment selling their products, and I was thinking, like, what if there was a spot where it was dedicated to like writing services like Tabletops, and this one is entitled Test Driving Tabletops. One after another, the showroom floor is covered in tables, chairs, and assortments, greeted with smiling family faces. Welcome to Big Bob's Furniture Emporium. Or, hi, come on in to Mighty Office Supply. Or, right this way to Supply Surplus. Yards in surface space, presented with top-of-the-line products, objects, features for today's maximum creators and hustlers. Unique brands, strange first prototypes, shapes never thought of to be a table. Have a seat. Funky positioning, it's too high, too low, a lot of bumper space, not enough elbow room, too much space. Someone is picky. Selective. It's a must. This is a tabletop, not just for work. No. This is an operation, an objective. This goes further than mere paperwork. We have this one in the back I think you'd like. The one. Fell off of a truck. Our guys threw some stuff together in this Madman style project. It's perfect. I'll take it. Wonderful. Frank, get the truck. This is a 4-part poem entitled Order of Distracted Poems. Number 1. Riverside. Dangling my writing instruments in the deep end. Fishing for a poem. Moving the nibs back and forth and back again. Making waves. Competing with speedboats. Wheezing along, fully occupied. Long stemmed limbs waving us down. Clouds cover their space in the sky. No bites, no nibbles. Waving from the bank. Midday lunch scribble. Number 2. Debating on inserting poems into a new scroll. Looking around this lonely and bare studio. Sights on notes. Wrapped is a notebook of scraps with titles, extra numbers, and a side of doodles. Another Tuesday usual. Number 3. Tight afternoon nap. Laid back and pondered over events. Magical sequences. Delightful dandies and all inclusive benefit. Lunch was dropped. Made do with leftovers. Rushing. Cartoons took over. So worth it. Number 4. Too surrounded to do anything with anything. Perfect slices. Accurate. Running things up proper. Nesting up top, over and under. Far along entryways. Double-decker lawn gnome up and away. Deep, deeper decay. Advertisements seeping into dreams. That came from nowhere. Vehicle credits, dishwashing machines, monster robot sweepers that clean. The understanding that all of this is a hyperlooping fractal pattern broken to suit a few that's never seen, but rule and paint the TV screen of this entire spherical daydream. Me. I drooled over everything in disbelief. Are you sure this is a dream? I can't see. Volume controller next to me says, yes, see? I didn't move an inch. Left a spot to read out captions before me. That wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. Woke up to a snack bar. Sweet tooth fixins. Like I need it. Still, robots cleaning, more bubbles floating and refusing pre-screening, thumps from the ceiling, awakened from the neighbors. I'm out. That was all me. All right, this poem is entitled Drastic Weight Loss Ideas. Going on the Dr. Khalifa diet of only herbs and all herbal spices. Served leafy, chopped, grinded, or shredded. Water only. A salad every 48 hours. No sauce, no nuts, no cheese, no meat, no croutons. A pack of pre-rolled salads daily. Loan my car to a trusted friend for motivation. Walk everywhere. More water. Sleep upside down for 8 hours. Tweak, improve, repeat until stadium skinny. Okay, this next poem is entitled Observations in Stop and Go Traffic. Large trucks everywhere, hauling the future on their backs. Animals smell me burping last night's dinner through the passenger seat window, wondering where I am, where the meal is at. Ladies with a face full of makeup. Fellas gripping that truck stop coffee for their brains to fill up. Tattooed forearms leaning against tinted windows. The car that carries these animals and humans on their way, pissing AC exhaust fluids, leaving puddles behind for me to splash through it. Dirty wheels, clean rims, left hands leaning against head full of hair, bearing rings and things, more improper lane changing, the quick slip of higher positioning, long on-off ramps cluttered in thick rear bumper, front bumper, waiting lines. A tiny little piece of a weed, the wild one, not the newly legal one, growing through the slits of concrete that's now wearing away with all types of weather, traffic, and environmental erosion. More animals riding shotgun, spotting for closer openings. Broken taillights winking at me. Stickers from 2003 concert venues no longer standing, sadly. Advertisements that make me feel inadequate about everything below the chin. Traffic in the farthest lane, whizzing past in the gumball lane. The driver holding onto the steering wheel for dear life, even when stopped. More animals riding shotgun, waving to me to go on. Bridges running perpendicular with freely flowing traffic, flashing fast motion and local business title advertisements. The opposite side of the interstate cannot be bothered with any of this. Road engineers holding poles, devices, flags, mechanical tools, radar, and helmets doing whatever it is that they're going to do. The exit coming up, the kind drivers that slowed up to allow me to merge, enter. Drive this lane out for a little bit, leaving space for another to get in. The large graffiti displaying peace over the dingy metal bridge. My future vehicle going past me again, zooming back into pole position. My exit approaching, more road engineers, advertisements, no accidents. Exiting. I thought I saw you walking into the community bank. Sunny morning moods, office attire, high-heeled foots, dress slacks, long flowing hairs bouncing without a care, fast forward motions, independent, on some strategic mission. Caught you brushing your rear end for the wrinkles, repositioning, repurposing, wiggling and jiggling for the comfort fit before you entered. Had me laughing while I was staring, wondering, decoding if it was in fact you. The final strides before you disappeared into the shadows of trees that struck still, strong, hard, gliding all even. Heels still tinking while I write this. Free-flowing curls bouncing. You entered and that was it. No more bounce. Slacks and heels disappeared. Earrings, coat, everything. I wanted to scream. Read the words on the page. Here we go. Congregations of the working class. My man's had on the flip-flops. His dude was wearing the cap with the crooked brim. The lady before them had a slit in her shirt on the side where her belongings were chilling. Another had a tight fit that I knew I couldn't compete with. Mr. Jordan appeared again and again and again and then again, all spot checking on friends. One lady looked lost, or maybe surprised at the crowd in attendance. Clean shirts were running around, names branded, not shouting, not screaming, just doing their thing. And here I am, scanning books on fasting, hiding the bloating underneath my tight in the sleeves overcoat. We were all here searching for something, seeking out something, in line for something. Interesting times. Look at us all, just in here and watching and observing. We all have our own ways, ideas, philosophies, understandings. And it's just wild to me that this is the state we're in. Look at us, thinking about it nationally. Just look around at all of this infrastructure. Isn't it fascinating? Fascinating events that can stand and last and carry on in these ways. All types and levels and spectrums of backgrounds before me. We each bringing something unique to the table in a variety of roles, developments, schemes. All of this, everything, is just so damn fascinating. All of it. These modern times. Wow. It really is a dream. Because if we all had just that 40%, we'd all scream.